Hey everybody, welcome to this week's WeBike Japan parts update for the Super Cub C125 for September 8th of 2023. Let's get into it. To do this yourself, first go to the website, click on motorcycle parts, then select Honda 125, then Super Cub C125. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see all the new arrivals. Today we have 12 different ones. Here we go. First, we have the Motion J rear rack, V1 and V2. These are made in Thailand, and just like other racks you see for the Super Cub, they vary in price and build quality. The V1 is more of a classic look, and the V2 is more of an aggressive or modern look. The V1 is a little bit more expensive at $134.33 and comes with small pads or cushions to go on the rack. And the V2 comes in at $121.70. And please keep in mind that WeBike changes the price of these things daily. I don't know if that has to do with the value of the yen, but just keep in mind prices do change from day to day. To go with those rear racks, there are two variations of side rack available. You can use ones compatible with the stock Honda rear rack that have a more curvy feel and fit the lines of a Super Cub, or you can buy the side racks that fit with the Motion J V1 or V2 rear rack. These are more of an aggressive feel. They have sharper lines to them. They don't look bad. I don't hate the look of them, but it's a subjective thing. The OEM compatible ones and the Mission J ones are both $125.25 for the left and $120.70 for the right. To go with that, we have the passenger seat for $170-$174 and the main seat for $147.99. Two things. It's curious why the main rider seat would cost less than the passenger seat. That probably has to do with manufacturing or parts of the actual seat. And two, I'm always torn if I want to keep the Honda seat or go with one of these aftermarket ones. But if anybody wants to trade their red factory Honda seat for my gray seat, leave a comment. I will 100% trade you and pay for shipping. Okay, moving along. They have two new center racks available. One is your basic variation of the center rack for $84.52. Seems it has a beefier structure, but is your basic shape you see on a lot of other Super Cub brands. That's the V2, and that one's okay, but the other one's quite unique, and if I wasn't broke right now, I would have already purchased it. It's the V1, and it has a much different shape than most center racks. It's black and has these center holes, but if I got one, I would definitely paint or powder coat it, but it's definitely on my list of things to get. Next, we have another interesting piece, the Motion J Light Guard. I first saw one like it on the Instagram of Super Cub Rider. Go follow him on Instagram. He has one of the nicer Cubs in the United States, complete with a Japanese conversion and a light guard. Not sure if it's this brand, I doubt it, but nonetheless it caught my attention. This is amazing, but it's $61.25. It seems a little much, plus you're going to pay a lot of shipping if you're going to the United States from Japan. In the old school days, there are much cheaper and low budget ways of doing this, but with these new Cubs, it's all about the aesthetics, so I don't think you really want to cheap out on this. It has different options on the website, but they don't have any additional photos, so hopefully they'll have some in the future. And finally, we have the Motion J SC 1.5, 1 and 2? I assume that means SC1 and SC2. Anyways, it comes in two different variations, straight and oblique. I prefer the oblique myself to see a little bit of that opening. Price is in at $295.05, which is a deal if it sounds good. My Yoshi-Mooch titanium cost about $600 and a little bit plus shipping from the factory. And it sounds great. So if anybody has an exhaust clip of this exhaust, please speak up so we can all hear it. And if you want to see more part updates, product reviews, unboxing, and anything else that has to do with a Super Cub, please give me a sub. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, that's it for this week's parts update. Stay tuned for the next time some more parts come out. I'll keep them posted, and please like and subscribe if you like the video. Otherwise, have a great week. Stay safe on your Cub.